a lady friend of mine asked me to do a video about what I thought about that Derrick Jaxn situation. So I'm gonna dive in. First, I don't care what Derrick is doing in his life. I'm not a proponent or advocate of him. I don't care. But since I understand that he got caught being something other than what he is or what he was, saying he was a married man who doesn't cheat, I'm gonna tell you the problem is women really, in my opinion, seems like they don't want to hear the truth. The truth is there's no man on the planet Earth. I mean, there's always, I shouldn't say none, but majority of men, I want to say 99.9% of men don't want just one woman. The men that only want one woman are the men that can't get women. That's really what it is. But if a man could get 20 women, he's going to want all 20. Why would he choose just one? I'm not saying that he can't make the social decision or the ethical decision or the moral decision because he's taught that. But truthfully, in his mind, he'd be like, man, if I wasn't married, I'd be tapping that. So that's how men think. And I don't think women in general want to be monogamous either, but women are worried about being married. And whatever you guys' persuasions are, however you get down, the problem is nobody wants to be honest. And women would rather somebody tell them a pretty lie than the ugly truth. And you fight a tooth and nail. So if a man tells you that he doesn't like makeup and you keep on wearing makeup, now you're mad at the man like he's lying to you. But most men aren't lying to you. But the dudes that are telling you the truth is the dudes you don't want to listen to. So that's why Derrick did what he did. I'm assuming it's because he's telling you what you want to hear was making this money. But really, behind closed doors, but the dude is 6'5" and yoked up, all the women want to give him some. And it's like this. If you had a choice to, you could get a Lamborghini and a Bentley and a Bugatti. You get them all. Why would you choose just one? Especially, let's say the Lamborghini say, well, you can only drive me. But the Bugatti and the Bentley say, hey, we'll be with you. We'll never tell the Lamborghini. They're going to do it. So that's what's going on. Everybody wants their cake and their pie. Or let me use that stupid analogy that everybody else uses. They want their cake and they want to eat it too, which is stupid because why would you not want to eat your cake? Isn't that like dumb? But I digress. See, the problem is, people want this fantasy that, oh, you're just the only woman of my eye. No, society says it. He wants a family. He doesn't want the drama. So ethically or morally, he joins into that. And I'm not saying you shouldn't do that. But honestly, if you get men together, man, if I wasn't married, I'll sure be tapping that. That's what we say behind closed doors. Or we see a girl walk by, damn, she had a fat ass, but, you know, I love my wife. But truthfully, if it wasn't the rules that they were programmed with and the chick would get with them, they would. But a lot of men know that women don't want to hear it. So a lot of men lie. I'm not advocating lying, but that's a problem. Let me go off and give a segue. That's why I think direct dating or using Alan Roger Curry's word, mode 1 is the best way to be because you're honest with what you want. But a lot of people get offended by honesty, and a lot of dudes aren't good with accepting rejection. So what I feel about what Derrick is doing is he's making his money. You guys are not going to start supporting him. You want to hear the Steve Harvey, stuff. You're not understanding why men are getting, if it wasn't for sex, why would a man get with a woman? Because everything that's not sexual, he can get from anyone else. I mean, it doesn't matter. It was friends, homies, and family. But the physical part, the physical intimacy part, and children only come from women. So a lot of women, for most men, aren't really offering it that much. So, and let's say you don't want to have sex. He wants sex. He won't go somewhere to get the sex. That's where I think we bump heads because we don't know how to really be honest. And everybody else probably gonna argue some morals or some like not true assessment, or there's gonna be some assumption or some prediction. I can't tell you nothing. I just say, like most men want women, and a woman is fine and he don't get no trouble. He gonna try to do it. And if a man, it's like, look, A-Rod or Shamyra Moore or anybody, Bradley Cooper or Leonardo DiCaprio, Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, they gonna anyone you think of. I can use singers, R. Kelly, Bill Cosby. I'm just sticking with the black people. We can go Brad Pitt. They gonna pick and choose women because they can. That's what it is. And they gonna do 2 or 3 at a time. You just wouldn't know it. So as soon as they dump one, they got another one. But y'all want to hear the Derrick Jaxns. It's okay that you are overweight because, you know, this model guy that's a model is gonna love you. There's some dude that will. It's not saying that there's no hope or some dude won't get down with that. But a man who has options will play them. Derrick Jaxn has plenty of options, plenty of women just throwing him the panties. Woo, Derrick. So do you expect Derrick not to sometime turn into a human being? Isn't that what humans do? If I told you not to eat for 3 days and you got hungry and nobody know what you eat, most people would. So we just live in this society where we can't be honest, and we hate people for being honest. So people start faking and lying and getting offended. Man, I tell everybody, whoever wants to know, I don't care what a woman does that I don't see. I don't know what she's doing when I don't see her. A woman could be kissing another man, and I'm not worried about it. Why? Because I can't control that. I just worry about when I see her, she's going to give me kisses. Now, y'all don't want to hear that. You want me to say it in some other way. And listen, I try my best. My stomach, you guys can't hear it, but and I ate earlier, but I'm not done eating, so I got to go back and continue. And I just don't get it. I don't get where people are coming from. I don't really care about Derrick Jaxn or his life. I'm not a follower. I don't think he gives that great advice. Maybe he does. I don't know. Listen, I'm not going to ever denigrate a man or woman for doing what they do. I say just be honest. But some people are not going to be honest. So let me throw an example. This is going to be so morally corrupt that you guys will, ugh. But let's say this, right? A dude has a girlfriend, I guess, right? And he has a girlfriend. The girlfriend has a sister. The sister comes up to the dude and says, hey, I know you with my sister, but I just want to give you something. I'm never going to tell her. Let's do it. The dude might say, no, I'm not going to do that. But sooner or later, let's say the sister keep pursuing him. And she's fine. You know what I mean? She just close the door and lock it. And he say, if you don't give me some, I'm going to say you molested me. So I'm talking about the sisters are not molested, but something violated me, because the sister's an adult. Understand that. So he connects with the sister. Should he go back and tell the girlfriend, hey, your sister locked the door on me? And we did it because she said she was going to say I raped her or something. I don't want to use that word, but I did her bad. Or would he keep it quiet? And so a lot of people are really, really careful about what they do, because they know that if somebody doesn't like what they say, they can really get exposed or hurt. That's what it is. So I got to think about this. Yeah, I think about it. I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave it like it is. If somebody shares this is cool. And maybe I used a bad word. But I'm thinking like this, man. One day you might really want to hear the truth. And when you want to hear the truth, really hear the truth and understand that morals are subjective and created by society. And human nature is going to dictate everything. So don't ever think somebody can't do something. But don't worry about what they're doing. People will be honest, but everybody's trying to win. How many people have found $1 on the ground and didn't tell somebody I found $1? That's what humans do. Do you go to everybody, hey, you dropped $1? You dropped $1? Because somebody might say, yeah, I dropped $1 and it wasn't theirs. That's what it is. So how do I feel about Derrick? Again, I don't know the dude like that. I'm not an advocate, or I don't sit and listen to his things. He's selling to women and he think he can tell you how to get with a man. Maybe he can, maybe he can't. I think this, if a woman can bring a man peace and there's no drama and you don't question him, you can almost get almost every man. But to me, I'm going to make a statement. Women want control more than they want relationships. And I want to say men want relationships more than they want control, but there's some men that really want to control women too. So you got to figure out what's right for you. Morals are subjective. Do what's right for you. Live your best life. Don't worry about what chicks do. Don't worry about what men do. Men want women. And if you don't like that men want women, then get with a woman. But even women that get with women still may step outside, because that's what humans do. If I told you you only had to eat a steak for the rest of your life, sooner or later, you're going to get sick of eating steak and take a piece of lobster. That's how humans feel. A lot of women say they don't feel like that, but I think that women don't have the same desire for physical intimacy like men do. Like men, I'm telling you, I always want to do it. I'm just being honest. I never not want to do it, but that's a woman. Like, I don't want the drama of messing with you all the time, or I don't want to hear the headache that messing with you. But then you got somebody like Derrick saying, if he can't just sit and listen to you, he's not a good man. Listen, I think I'm a real great man. I'm a real great man. I just don't want to waste no money on stuff I don't want to do. And if I want to get with you physically, and I don't want something long term, I don't understand why I should spend money to do that unless that's your profession. Then that's a totally different scenario. If that's what you want to do, and the word they use is trick, and if some dude's going to be a trick, then by all means trick. But I'm not paying for what you call it, a possibility of. I want to win. So I ain't paying for unsureness. If I'm paying for a car, I want it. So I ain't spending no money on a woman trying to get to know her, that she likes me or not. And I wasted all this time hanging out, trying to figure out if you feel me. But you rather listen to Derrick or somebody lie to you about that. And if we think about money, most dudes don't really have money to be spending money like that. So, you know, I guess most of you, because I think most of y'all don't like broke men anyway. So maybe you need to start sharing the more affluent men. I'm just saying. Beat me up if you want to. I think I'm done with this. It may not make sense, it may, but hey, I just said what I think. You want people to lie to you? You know what? I'm going to start making I'm going to lie to you because that's what you want to hear video. I think I'm going to do that. All right. I'm done.